Are you preparing for product management interviews and curious on what to expect in the process? In this video, I'll break down the entire interview process right from the recruiter screen all the way to offer. Many people think that product management interviews are just conversations about products you love. Wrong. Companies such as Meta, Google, OpenAI, and Microsoft have turned this into a complete science. There's typically 4 to 6 distinct rounds in the interview process, and at each step in the interview process, they're looking for specific signals, so we need to tailor our approach to be able to deliver those signals that they're looking for. I've conducted over 500 interviews at top tech companies, I've gone through the process many times, and have successfully negotiated multi-million-dollar job packages for myself and for clients that I work with. Plus, at the end of this video, I will cover a bonus secret step in the interview process that does not always happen. It only happens if you're doing really well in the interview stage, so stay tuned. After you've submitted your application, the first step usually is the recruiter screen. A recruiter will reach out to you to talk to you more about your background, where you are in the interview process right now, and just to learn a little bit about you. My recommendation is to have a quick 1-minute tell me about yourself answer prepared, where you can talk about your interests, your experiences, and your accomplishments. Think of this as your pitch to move forward. Note, if you are having trouble getting enough recruiter calls in the first place, that is a separate problem for which I highly recommend you watch the video on 7 things to do when your interview season starts. Now, if you make it through the recruiting screen, which I expect almost everybody would, then you will have your first round. And the first round usually has 2 interviews. 1, product sense, and 2nd, product execution or analytical thinking. The product sense is trying to see how you think about designing products that people would actually love to use. And the product execution or analytical thinking is trying to see how you use metrics and how you evaluate certain trade-offs and how you would go about making some of these decisions at your job. The depths of what to expect in each of these type of questions are covered in different videos that I will link in the description below. If you make it past the initial round, then you might see what is called a technical round. Not all companies do this. I believe Stripe does this right now, but Meta does not. In this, they're trying to see how technical you can get when speaking to a software engineer or a software engineering manager, and they'll also get some signals on how you can collaborate with the technical discipline. Note that for some companies, this technical round is also getting converted into something called vibe coding, where they want to see how you use the most modern AI tools like Cursor or ChatGPT or Claude to build an example of what you have in your mind of what this product should actually look like. The real goal of building that prototype is not something to be ship-worthy, it is something to be discussion-worthy of, can we get a feel for what this product might end up looking like, thus the name vibe coding. Next up is the take-home assignment. This is becoming increasingly popular. Not all companies do it. Meta does not do it, but Stripe does it, Adobe does it, Netflix does it, and usually a lot of startups end up doing this. The take-home assignment is like a combination of a lot of tests put into one. How do you structure your answers? How do you make decisions? How good is your aptitude? How good is your logical thinking? Everything goes into this. If you make it through all of these levels, you'll end up at the virtual on-site where they'll usually have about 5 calls. Number 1, product sense. Number 2, analytical thinking or product execution. They retest these just to make sure. Number 3, you might have a call around leadership and drive. This could be called different things in different companies, but the goal of leadership and drive is essentially a behavioral interview. Number 4 will be some form of a cross-functional interview where you might interact with your design counterparts or your engineering counterparts or any other discipline like a data counterpart. And finally, you might have a hiring manager call at this level. Smaller companies, when you're interviewing for a very specific role, the hiring manager call can happen at this step, but at larger companies like Meta, it is possible that the hiring manager call will happen much later at the team matching stage. If you made it through all of this, congratulations. Most likely what's coming next is the recruiter circling back with you, talking about potential offers. You'll probably start negotiating verbally and eventually move to the paper offer stage. Negotiating your best offer is a completely different beast that I've covered in a different video, but in this video, I want to share one very important tip to plant that in your mind right now. Do not do your negotiation over the phone. Why? Because you are someone who's doing negotiations very rarely, once in every few years when you change your job. But the recruiter, they're doing this on a weekly basis. Do you really want to go up against that and be tested in real time? So please keep your negotiations to the email and everything else that you want to learn about negotiations will be in the negotiations video. Now, finally, the bonus secret step in the interview process. This is the closing call. The closing call is an invitation-only call with someone very high up in the company. This will likely be a VP or a member of the C-suite, depending on the size of the company. If you're invited to the closing call, congratulations. This is a great place to be in. The company really wants you to join them. My 2 cents on what to do at this step: it starts with staying humble. It might be very tempting to let your ego increase at this stage, which I've gone through myself and I've seen other people going through as well. But please try to stay humble. This interview is a great opportunity for us to learn from these leaders who have spent a lot more time in this product, a lot more time in this industry. Ask them highly thoughtful questions. What does the next year of this team or this organization or this company as a whole look like? This can help you charter your own plan for how you can maximize your impact to this company. And just remember, they can't share all the details with you so far because you haven't joined the company yet, but hopefully it helps you get off to a great start. This closing call is kind of on those lines of what you might have seen on Blind or on LinkedIn, where Zuck is personally calling up people and offering them a lot of money to join them. That's not what happened with me. I'm not as cool as all of those AI researchers. But I think it would be cool to talk to Zuck one day. Maybe one day, we'll see. If you want my help to do really well in these interviews so that you also can get to the secret interview stage, then you can reach out to me using some of the links below. And that's the typical product management interview process, right from the recruiter screen all the way to getting your offer. If you prepare strategically for each of these steps, you'll be miles ahead of the competition. If this breakdown helped you, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and you can also add a comment below on what specific topics you would like me to cover next.